Hello there, everyone. Shippy here. Hope everyone out there's doing well and back once again with some more Guilty Gear Strive ranked matches. I try to climb up the silver ranks with Ram here. Looks like our first one's going to be an FL player, so we'll see what we can get done. See if we can start this off halfway decently. I don't know why I tried to take my turn like I was actually plus or anything like that. But I dropped that bigger shit. Get on in. Oop, I wasn't sure how far that was going to travel. Alright. I keep thinking her strings are gonna be up. That's still her turn? Okay. I keep thinking her strings are gonna be over well before they actually are. Alright, we don't get our 6p there. Fortunate. Oh. Alright, should have threw out the dragon kick here. Didn't really do much damage to the elf at all. God, that slide travels ridiculously far. And why'd I do that? It really say gets us out of the corner. As we travel corner to corner. Right, we'll get our stacks up here. God, that reaches forever far. Alright, managed to catch him there. Alright, we're unfortunately able to get grabbed out of that. I thought she would still be stuck in that animation. Alright, well she can recover out of that a little bit quicker than what I thought. Alright, see if we can recover here and play a little bit better. And of course it's going to be one done. Alrighty, well I guess I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. Going up against a Baiken player, which is actually the character I play primarily, though not recently. Let's see if my Baiken knowledge will actually help me out here. Actually, I've played Baiken for a minute. I need to get back into it, but I've been having fun playing Jam so much I just haven't really played her in this patch yet. I was curious how that would act with the Tommy man. I didn't need to cancel that for plus. That one I did need to cancel. Alright, do manage to catch him on the backdash with the overhead there. They're not really using her parry, so let's keep that in mind. I go for the cross up here. Alright, we didn't really have a whole lot of time to do that, but I went for it anyhow. I thought I had a little bit more meter than what I thought. Alrighty. Alright, overhead here. And that's going to give us the first game over Baiken here. Alright, we get the points we lost in that last one. And it looks like we're going to have another one and done. Alrighty, well I guess I'll be back when I find my next opponent. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. Going up against a Zato player, so this will be interesting to see how I can do against a zoner here. Not a lot of people play Zato, so this will be an interesting way to figure out what Jam can do here. Alright, we'll go through Eddie there. I guess I shouldn't say not a lot of people play Zato, more like I don't run into Zato a whole hell of a lot. Alright, we'll take that. Alright, so far I'm getting away with the dragon kicks probably more than I should. Alright, because we're playing the distance game, I'll get my stacks up. Alright, the dragon kick should give us more, but God, she just absolutely shits damage. Oh. The Eddie shield stopped me there. Alright, we are plus there. Go for the overhead here. Alright, see if I jab. Let's see if we can cancel. Alright, go for the low here. Good block.
This may hurt.
Alright, go for the aerial low. That catches a lot more people than what you'd expect. Alright, we managed to win the first game here, and our first first potential complete set. I think they tried to run up jump there, or run up grab. Didn't mean to jump. Alright, we'll take that. Oh, I got soft knocked down. I thought I had a little bit more time to get my stacks up there. Alright, just gonna give us the wall break. Back up. All right, we'll Roman cancel, keep ourselves a little bit out of trouble. Hope he's able to block after that. Okay, we'll take that. All right, and probably didn't really have enough time to get our stacks up there, but we just managed to get away with it. Well, we want that kickback. That's the most valuable thing that we have, other than the plus frames on that. All right, we'll take that. I didn't even get my stacks up there. I somehow managed to do that down input more than you would think on accident. All right, we're going to space that out properly and take the set over Zato. 2-0 there. A little bit better than I thought. I thought we were going to get zoned out into oblivion, but we managed to keep our offense up. Pick a game set opponent. We're back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like we found our next opponent here. We'll be going up against a Faust player. So let's see if we can get into our stuff before we start getting zoned out and itemed into oblivion. Faust is usually a character that gives me a whole lot of trouble. But we'll see what we can do here. Let's see if we can keep the pressure up with Jam. For anyone who's watching the video, what does everybody think about Jam? Do you hate Jam? Think she's too oppressive? A little bit too stupid? Or do you think she's in a good spot? I don't really know one way or the other. I think she is horrendous to deal with if you don't know what she's doing. Not to say that I particularly do. But like a lot of her stuff, don't want to call it fake per se, but like it's a lot more negative than what you would think. And it can, not to say that it's like easy to stop it, but she's a lot more manageable to deal with if you know, what's the word? Like, know when to take your turn. So like, I think I've said this a lot, but if you're familiar with like the shit that I'm essentially spamming, which is like her like slide and dragon kick and stuff like that. The dragon kick is like negative like 40 something, I think, on block. But it is not a move you want to throw out a lot, but I do because I'm an idiot. And I'm rambling, not focusing on fighting Faust here. And then her slide is also like, I'm talking without the stacks up, and I think her slide is like negative, I don't know, 2 or 3. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's enough for you to take your turn back. But you can space a lot of her stuff, which I think is what frustrates people, to where you can't punish it as easy as you would think. I'm basically just saying all this because it seems like ever since I've like been playing around with Jam, I've had a lot more one and dones and disconnects than what usually I would see in Guilty Gear. And I do think it stems from how just oppressive she can be if you let her get her stuff going. I could have killed there. Alright, did manage to catch him there. I throw that move out like a like an anti-air. I don't know if that's what it should be used for at all, but that's what I'm trying. But I'm just rambling. at the moment. I'm not particularly great at Guilty Gear, so just take everything that I say with a grain of salt. Maybe she's a lot more of a problem than what I think. Maybe I'm a little bit biased because I'm playing her and having fun playing her right now. And speaking to the failed rematches, there's another one. All right, well, I'll be back when I find my next opponent. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. Going up against a Sin player. Looks like they were also on their replacement matches, so let's see what we can get done here. Not get hit by that slide. That usually gets me in trouble. There it is. Why did I... Alright, we both got our stacks. I think they made, didn't they make his food more useful? I'm not exactly sure what in the world it does now. Or like what kind of buffs it gets him. I skimmed the patch notes, but I don't know if I retained a whole hell of a lot of information. I'm just not that smart. Oh, can't take my turn back there. I came in for a grab. There we go for the overhead. I gave up a little bit too much pressure there. Alright, we'll catch him with the kick there. It does really work pretty well as a... don't want to call it an anti-air, but when people jump in. Though I'm not exactly sure if you should be using it for that, but I do, and it kind of works for me. We both get our stacks. Alright, he's not DPing me at all. I whiffed that horribly. I got hit by the red burst there. Like, we will grab him out of that. Like, we'll get the wall break. Back up here. Go for the overhead. And we do manage to get the connection there. And manage to win the first game against Sin here. We're almost to Silver 2. I don't know if we'll get enough points. If we manage to win this match or not. Oh, that did not connect like I thought. I tried to press my turn there. Oh, there's the overhead. I did not. I do that on accident more than you would ever think. It's so easy to accidentally get that. For me. The fat finger doing the down input for our stacks when I mean to do literally anything else. Oh, I messed that all up. Alright, let's take that. I was being bold there. Alright, turn. Alright, that'll get us out of the corner, at the very least. Yeah, not worth the really burst there. It's just the first round. Might be more valuable in the next one if we lose it. Oh, the DP me there. Oh, I thought that was going to catch him. I wasted that. Oh, I thought I could catch him after that. Nah, he did his faster. We got the stacks up, but at what cost, really? Alright, there's the wall break. I did not mean to do the stacks. Again, I do that more on accident than you would ever believe. Oh, I tried to get a little bit froggy there, but we did manage to catch him with cross up. I did that way too slow. Try to confirm off that dragon kick there. I tried to grab him. Alright, that one's plus. Go overhead here, just block it. Alright, we'll take that. That was an unnecessary gamble there. I thought I stood up fast enough, I guess not. Alright, we'll just keep it simple. We had all of our stacks up, so I figured the Dragon Kick would KO Sin there, and we just happen to be right. Alrighty, well, good game set opponent. I'll go out and find one more match. Why not? Alrighty, it looks like I found my final opponent here. Going up against an Unica player, and I didn't realize, or I guess I just wasn't paying attention to that we actually got up into Silver 2 in that last match. He has a gun. I'm just not going to be able to get away with doing the stacks there. Go cross up, or I tried to go cross up and flood the input. Her slide's going to get me in a lot of trouble. Alright, we'll take that. Alright, they got the burst. Oh, well, they did clip me there. Is that a low? Alright, I'm not really 100% sure. Maybe it got clipped by regardless. Alright, we do manage to catch him there. I did not mean to do stacks again. I have to beat my jabs, unfortunately. That big? I'll say, I thought it was plus there, because I thought I had my stacks. Maybe I was just completely wrong. That's unfortunate. Alright, we'll take that. Alright, we do manage to tie things up here. I didn't really feel like it, if I'm being completely honest. Alright, we go for cross up here. They do block it. Alright, take a simple combo here. Oh, I tried to jump and it didn't quite come out. I make the wall break here. Oh, I had super. I was looking at the wrong meter. Alright, do the aerial dive into the sweep there. I managed to steal that first game. It didn't really feel like we deserved to win that at all. Alright. That hit way further up than what I thought. They haven't been DPing a lot either. That was stupid, but we got stacks. Alright, we'll catch him on the back hit there. Alright, managed to get the hit there. We'll go for overhead here. I dropped it. Alright. Every drop's a potential mix-up. Not that they got mixed up at all. I think I just mixed me up. Let's go overhead here, or cross up, I should say. But I was way too late on that. Oh, that slide. I always forget about it somehow. Always forget about the damn slide. I've forgotten about it like 3 times in a row there. Alright, we got our burst though, so that's something. Alright, we'll go ahead and spend it. Alright, I jumped a little bit too far over that go around. Alright, we'll back up. cross up here. I messed it up. Alright, they're a little slow on the gunshot there. I did not want stacks. Shit. I don't know how I keep getting that accidental down they put there. Alright, take that. Alright, we'll take the grab here. I did not want stacks again. Alright, we robbed them blind. We did not play well enough to win that. I did a bunch of misinputs, kept doing stacks when I didn't mean to, and ending combo short when I didn't mean to. But either way, I don't know, outcame my stupidity there. But yeah, we do manage to chug along here with Jam. But yeah, I do will end the video here though. If you made this hard, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.